Dear Sony, Canon, Blackmagic, and Red, thank you. No, seriously, thank you. You have given us so many choices in the tools we use to create what and how we want. With all these cameras announced this year, it's a win-win for all of us creatives. But let's make sure we don't get distracted by what's really important. Let's talk about that today. Hey guys, I'm Rafael, and welcome to the channel. Thank you to all these camera manufacturers for pushing each other with better and better tech. RED teases the Komodo with 6K. Everyone's like, ooh. Canon announces RED RAW in the R5 and everyone goes nuts. Sony answers with the A7 III and everyone says, ooh, it's on. And then Blackmagic says, hold my beer, and nonchalantly reveals 12K RAW, because why not? All these specs are crazy. These are fantastic times for us. No matter which camera system you choose for video, you win. You win. But when you really look at it, you see it's all marketing. They are all attention-grabbing headlines. Let's keep this in perspective for a second. This is their business. They want you to buy their tool. And they know if they have the attention and they are seen as the market leader, they will sell more units. And the key word here is seen as the market leader. Each of them are pointing out the flaws and limitations of the other cameras, but they all have some sort of limit to their functionality and quality when under some real scrutiny. But for the end result, for your viewer, the tool does not matter, not at all. Really think about it. Has anyone ever said while watching something, wow, I'm so glad that was shot on a RED or a Sony or Canon or whatever brand or camera lens? Just like no one has ever said, wow, the editing software they use really made my viewing experience so much better. That's not how it works. Even 4K delivery is sometimes just HD scaled up, as Maddie pointed out in this 4K versus HD video. It all comes down to you. What will help you work at your creative best? A better tool won't make anyone instantly better. Just as a Paul Reed Smith guitar won't make anyone a better musician. It's knowing how to use the tool to its limit. What will you do with the tool? A professional race car driver will push the car to its limit around a track. Everyone else will hold the car back. They will eventually get around the track, sure, but nowhere near as well as the pro. Have you practiced and honed your skills? Will you learn all the fundamentals to use your gear to the fullest advantage? Will you spend weeks testing its capabilities to know how to truly push it? Or will it slow you down creatively because it takes too long to process? I know 4K, in many instances, struggles to play back smoothly on many machines. And forget trying to do any serious animation or visual effects in 4K, 8K, or 12K now. The time alone to render anything at this scale is bananas. Anytime you see the letter K, there is a catch. Even now, if it isn't for feature films or high-end car commercials, 90% of my client work is sub 4K. Personally, I like to capture 6K or 4K and downsample to 1080 for delivery. And that's just an added step that I do because my workflow can handle it. Whichever camera I have, I will use the maximum quality that is available to me if the project calls for it. I remember when the RED one first came out. I jumped all in on that platform and hype. I pushed for every project to be shot on REDs, for everyone to deliver in 4K, all the VFX should be rendered in 4K, and that caused so much headaches for me and my clients and my work because I wasn't ready for it. My workflow wasn't ready for it. The industry as a whole wasn't ready for it. The images look great once I figured out how to properly work them, but the amount of stress and wasted time and money that came from it, looking back, was not worth it. Since then, I've learned to push the gear to its limits, not mine. I've learned how to make it work for me, not the other way around. The gear didn't make me any better, the practice and the fundamentals did, and the gear was just a tool that worked at my limit. As your skills get better, so too will your gear. One of the fastest ways to demotivate yourself is to buy fantastic gear and still not be able to produce the images that you envision in your own head. That's creating in the gap, but that's a topic I'll save for a future video. Listen, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Buy whatever is best for you. But here's the thing that actually helps you get better images regardless of the K that's on your camera. Your storytelling, your lights, your composition, your editing, your sound, just to name a few. So here is my recommendation for you to consider. Before you pre-order your next camera system, look at your lighting. Does it need an upgrade? Lighting is one of the fastest ways to improve your quality. Do you know how to paint with light? Are there courses that you've been considering that will upgrade you? Lighting, editing, composition, and visual storytelling. Are you at the point where you feel you have those fundamentals down? Is your computer in need of an upgrade to work faster? Spend the money on investing in you, then your gear. If you have already spent the time upgrading you, then by all means, buy the top of the shelf item. Make sure that your obsession over the latest gear isn't killing your creativity, the "if I only had this" mindset. If you do have a camera in your hand right now, use that to wow the world. That's it. What do you find as the most important aspect of the creative process? Do you deliver your projects higher than 4K? Let me know your thoughts on these attention-grabbing headlines in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. It lets YouTube know to share it. I'm Rafael. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.